Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the K-Pasta Podcast and Reviews. I got a new guest today. We're going to be talking about sports. Baby, I know this is not what I usually do, but he kind of convinced me to talk about some sports just because he want to get on the air today. And
you know it.
Yeah, because he know this is a
popular
popular
Action
podcast.
Pat Bailey. We about to talk this sports talk. We're about to get into it. Talk about all the trades, the deadlines, all types of things to get y'all hyped about sports. That what we love to do.
That's all he talk about, sports. So that's what he want to do. So
right now we're gonna go into the trades and all the picks and everything that's going on because he's a Browns fan. I'm a Cowboy fan.
Cleveland, baby. Cleveland, baby.
I know we got our fans and we got our haters, so we're gonna just talk about everything that's going on. But I know that we release Amari Cooper into their hands.
Trash.
Okay, he costs way too much.
$20 million a year. $20 million a year. And I wouldn't say he's trash, all the way trash, but I would say he's not worth $20 million. I wouldn't pay $20 million for him if I was a billionaire.
Yeah, okay, he's crazy up and down. We might get 5 good games out of him, then the rest of the time is just womp womp womp. We don't got the womp 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 button.
Trash.
Lucky one. Yeah, but hey, they gave him the money for him.
What don't you like about Amari Cooper? He came from the Cowboys. That's your team. I like the Browns.
He's originally from the Raiders, and he was up and down with the Raiders and everything. Matter of fact, I got a Raiders fan that I want to call up and talk to him.
We're gonna get him on the line.
Yeah, he loves sports and everything. And when we first got him from the Raiders, I was talking to him. He was like, "Yo, man, y'all got Amari Cooper from us, and he kind of made us better and everything." So I'm gonna try to see.
I think he's trash.
GS, what's good with you?
What's going on?
We're talking about this Amari Cooper trade. We know he used to be on the Raiders. Then the Cowboys got him. And then my man, Browns fan.
I think he's kind of trash. Not 100% trash, but 30% trash. He's not worth $20 million a year.
What you think?
I think he's okay at best.
What you think he'll do for the Browns?
What don't you like about him? Tell me what don't you like about him. Tell me what you don't like about him, and then come back and tell me what you do like about him. If there's anything that you do like about
him. I can't call him, man.
Are you glad being out of Raiders? You're a Raiders fan. Are you glad that they traded him, or do you wish they would have kept him?
I think he kind of gave up on us when he was here and when he played with Vegas. I think he gave up, and plus he was inconsistent. And him and Derek Carr never had a rapport. They didn't get that quarterback wide receiver
that
combination thing down. Yeah, they didn't get that chemistry down. And he was inconsistent. Like in big spots, he couldn't make the big catches.
And that's the same way I felt about him in Dallas. It's like we'll get a big game from him, and the next thing you know, he just was like all over the place. He don't got the drive. Like it just seemed like he'll be hyped one game, then next thing he just don't want to play. Like he'll drop balls, he'll not even run his routes right. But we could get some big games out of him. So that's one thing that kind of confused me with him. But now the Browns gonna have to see what they could do with him. How you think it's gonna be?
I don't know because I'm a bigger fan of the Raiders than I am of the Cowboys. So with that being said, I never really paid too much attention to him, to his play, like I do teams that I follow.
Yeah.
So I can't say, oh, we were in this game and he dropped this important ball on the 1 yard line, 2 yard line. I can't say that about him because I haven't been paying attention. But that's why I wanted to get the professionals, the fans of him to, fill me in a little bit. What is he like?
Yeah.
What can I expect from him?
But that's what he is. He's a up and down
Inconsistent.
player. Yeah, way inconsistent. And with all that money we're paying him, he is not worth 20.
How much do you think he's worth? He's getting paid $20 million, or he was
a good 6 million.
$6 million.
Maybe. That's if he show up.
So you being a Cowboys fan, are you glad that they traded him, or do you wish they would have kept him and just paid him less
but
money?
I wish it would have took a pay cut, because that reconstruction his contract so that he can help the team. And I think Amari should have done the same thing, even though he didn't. And I'm also mad at Gregory, because we went through all these court cases and everything with him. He signed to stay with the Cowboys, and then at the last minute, he gonna jump to the Broncos.
Yeah, it's all about money, man. It's business.
No, but we were paying him more. We were gonna pay him more. And then he wanted to jump to the Broncos right at last minute. Once we hit it, that mess crazy.
How do you feel about that Devontae Adams trade?
Of course, I'm very happy about the Adams being traded to the Las Vegas Raiders. Of course, arguably one of the best wide receivers in the game.
The best right now. In my opinion.
Y'all making moves now. The Raiders making moves now. I can't stunt.
I mean, he signed the biggest deal for wide receivers right now at this time. 5 years, $141 million. That's more than D-Hop. I mean, can't beat it with a bat. 5 years to play core.
I like his route running ability and his catching ability, especially on the sideline. He's a beast when it comes to catching on the sideline. I think he's the best. In my personal opinion, I've been saying this for the past 2 years. I think he's the best in the league.
Yeah.
He's nice.
You can say that. You really can't. You can say he's the best. Who else is there besides Hopkins?
Besides him, who would I say?
Well, you could argue Hopkins.
Yeah, I mean, out of the receivers, which receivers do I like? And I hate to play against them. I mean, I definitely don't like the Cowboys, but I like CeeDee Lamb myself out of the young bucks. Yeah. I think he's a beast to be a young buck. And then you got
boy Gallup stay healthy.
But then you go back to the Raiders. What's the tight end they got?
Darren Waller.
Oh yes. Oh yes. I mean, people like that. I mean, the Raiders, they stack right now. The Raiders gonna be a problem this year.
I'm gonna be real though. The playoffs, the Raiders and the Cowboys, that refereeing, we kind of got screwed. I believe we both could have made a lot further. Raiders and the Cowboys.
Cowboys, trash.
It's not trash.
And they're only getting worse. I don't see nothing they picking up on.
13 penalties, man. And then Gregory, one of the big penalty problems, but don't worry, because he played us and they going to the Broncos. They're going to have to deal with them penalties now.
I don't see any moves that the Cowboys are making right now that is making them a better team.
That's why I'm ready for on the draft. We prepare for the draft.
And
we fix that O-line.
What you think about the talk about Antonio posting that he wants to come to join the Cowboys? Antonio Brown. What you think about that?
Come to the Cowboys. I don't want him.
Do you think that would happen?
It's a possibility, but I do not want that with the way we had to deal with T.O. and Dez Bryant and all them problems. We don't need another mistake.
Yeah, but y'all going down. Y'all just released one of the he catching what was Cooper catching? 30% of the
play when he want to play. Long as we fix that O-line, I think we'd be good. We get damn near anybody on wide receiver. Long as we fix that O-line and get Dak.
I think the Cowboys' biggest problem was the coach. I think it was the coach. I don't think it was the players. I think it was the coach.
To me, my biggest problem was the offensive line and our kicker. He make it when he.
I mean, you need a kicker.
Kick far
you need
away,
a good
but
kicker,
can't kick close. I don't know what he had going on.
You definitely need a good kicker at all times. But I think the problem with the Cowboys was the coach, because we were talking before we started a podcast, before we press record. Excuse me. We were talking about Phil Jackson and the way he kept the team together.
Yeah.
So the Cowboys coach, I think he just couldn't do that. He had the players, but it's his coaching ability.
Yeah, Phil had.
You got all these different personalities. You need to figure out a way to keep them together. You know, play together, get along together.
It is a lot of calls that I couldn't believe he made. But still, man, that O-line.
You got the players. If you got the players, what's left?
We still need that O-line, man. That get like a 2-second window.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not a Cowboys fan. I'm totally against the Cowboys. Totally, 100%. But that is a good quarterback. When it comes to you put him in a category, where does he fit in 32 teams out of 32? I would put that up there in the middle or higher than the middle. No less than the middle. So if you're in the middle, you good.
To me, I think Dak is a great quarterback.
I wouldn't say great. That means you're in the top 3.
I got him
at least in the top 5.
I got him in top 5, but I just feel like he just don't got that O-line. That O-line.
So okay, if you got a good quarterback,
finally got defense.
You got a good quarterback, you got good running back, you got good receivers, you got a decent line, you got a good defense. You got to be the coach.
It's a lot, man.
What's the problem? How can you just make the playoffs and that's it?
Man, them penalties.
You got the whole United States cheering for you. Got the whole United States cheering for you.
That O-line, man.
You can't make it out the first round.
It's that O-line, man.
Trash.
It's that O-line, man. We can't escape them penalties. Like, even if Dak pull out a big play, it's gonna be a penalty.
Every game that the Cowboys play, whether they home or away, they got their home court advantage. It's so many Cowboys fans in the United States. They can go to anybody's field.
We play better away than home. That's something that
because you got just enough fans at home as you got at home.
It's the penalties, man. We can't get past the penalties.
And the penalties fall back on who?
The coach.
On the coach.
You're right.
So I think it's the coach, man. I mean, the last coach y'all here, he just laughed all the time.
And clapped.
Yeah, he was high as hell. Every time you looked at him, he was smiling and shit. He get a penalty, he'll buzz out laughing. Like, they had to get rid of him. And this coach right here, I don't know what he doing.
Really, it's Jerry Jones' fault. He want to bring in all his friends.
I think he need to step down a role. He trying to be the manager, the coach, the owner. He trying to do it all.
We don't got we the last team without the GM. The Raiders know about that. The Raiders and Cowboys were the last 2 teams without GMs, and then Raiders finally got a GM, and now we still don't got
the Raiders making moves.
Yeah, they're making moves now. Yeah, they're trying to get right.
I don't think nobody's stopping the Raiders this year.
No.
Them Broncos gonna be horrible. Them Broncos about to switch. Them Broncos switching the game up. I'm telling you.
Man, y'all let this Russell Wilson fool y'all.
They got Wilson.
Yeah. Y'all let Russell Wilson fool y'all.
What you think, GS? Who you think topping it off this year?
I think you still have to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, even though we're right there. You still have to beat Chiefs. Mm-hmm. They just added Juju Smith-Schuster not too long ago, like a couple minutes ago. They just added Juju Smith-Schuster.
Oh, for real? Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. All right, that's a good one.
They just added Juju Smith-Schuster, so it's crazy right now.
Yeah, that's a good move. If he can quit dancing on the logo, if they can keep him from posting everything on Instagram and dancing on, stanky legging on the logo, he'll be all right. Yeah, that's gonna be a beast. Tyreek, Juju.
Yeah. It's going. But
Tom Brady trying to bring in Julio Jones.
Yeah, you heard about that.
Yep.
What you think about that? What do you think about Tom Brady retiring and coming back? Do you think it's time for him to just let it go? Or do you think he got another year left in him?
I think he got another year or 2 left in him.
A year or two,
because nobody has really defeated him. Like Ric Flair, to be the man, you got to beat the man, right?
Amen.
No.
Preach,
Who really has
preach.
beat him? Ain't nobody really beat him. Last year, how much were they came all the way back, and how much did they lose by in the game? Oh,
Yeah, he came back from a big deficit in that last game they lost.
And he came back.
Yeah, since we're talking about Tom Brady, I'm gonna switch the subject a little bit to a lot of people call Tom Brady the GOAT in football. Do y'all consider him the GOAT?
The man just said to beat him, man. He got beat, man.
Yeah. Some reason I still got Joe Montana as the GOAT.
What you mean, the GOAT in football in general, or the GOAT in quarterback at quarterback?
That quarterback position.
You can't really. Like me myself.
Come me, I say Tom Brady.
I'm a Peyton Manning fan myself.
Brady with him and his own rules and everything. You can kind of give a take, help him out. But
Brady makes stars. He could take.
Montana with here right now. That dude.
Brady could take.
And I hated Montana. I'm a Cowboy fan. He kept whooping out tail.
Brady could take some players you never heard of, some receivers, and then make them household names. Who else can do that?
Now Brady has some killers now, y'all.
He ain't never had no killers. Name one of them.
Then again, Randy Moss and all them.
You never knew about him until he made him.
Randy Moss.
You knew about Randy Moss, but he was on the down end of that. You know what I'm saying? He won't like he was top notch Randy Moss. I mean, he was already there. But I'm saying Tom Brady can take a scrub receiver and turn him into a household name. Every quarterback can't do that.
But them old lines though. Ooh.
But if we talk about
a lot of time to chillax back there.
I think if we talk about GOAT, you might want to look at decades, because as the decades
I go by eras too.
The eras, the rules change each era. So if you go by Joe Montana, there's things that happen to Joe Montana as a quarterback that Brady doesn't have to deal with. If you breathe on the wrong,
that's all like, boy, if he had this,
go back.
If he had this now, Joe Montana over here where you can't hardly mess with him. Ooh, boy,
you go back to that Lawrence Taylor when LT was playing, when they could take your head off.
They're gonna take your head off. Yeah. I'm saying Joe Montana back then, boy, he had to deal with all them. They trying to kill him out there.
Yeah, it was serious. Now you can't even touch him. So yeah, I can go for that one right there. You gotta look at the era.
Yo, GS, we're gonna just let you talk about this, but you know a lot about sports, so we'll probably keep you on for a little while. But since we're on the GOAT conversation, who y'all think the NBA GOAT is? Because that's a lot of talk right there.
The GOAT or the MVP? Where we going with this?
Where we want to go first?
You talking about we can go with the GOAT.
I go by eras.
Definitely not LeBron.
I don't think it's LeBron either, but it's a lot of people.
It's definitely not LeBron because I'm like from
now. LeBron run this era. I get LeBron 2010 to 2020. He is the.
Or you want to talk about the best players that ever played the game of basketball? I'm better to put MJ as number one, but the best player in this era right now.
Right now.
The most electric player is Ja
Morant.
And then I would say the best player is KD.
I get Greek freak out there.
But I can't leave out Kyrie, because Kyrie does things with the ball no man has ever done with the basketball.
Kyrie killing it now, too.
Kyrie is
getting a lot of rest, though.
Yeah, he is getting a lot of rest, but
Kyrie Iverson 2.0 to me.
Oh, yeah, that's my favorite basketball player at all times, AI. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But Ja Morant is the new AI. Ja is the new AI.
We got a lot of diffuse now. What you saying that, T-Mac is my favorite player all time.
Trash.
And how do y'all feel about him being knocked out the top 75? T-Mac not being, and Vince Carter not being in the top 75.
Well, T-Mac was good, but he missed the glass, though. You know what I'm saying?
No, he really wasn't.
If I'm real smart, but I never go to school, I never go to class, I skip class all the time.
But when he with the Magic,
do I supposed to graduate high school?
You weren't getting injured with the Magic like that.
If I point out
with the Rockets,
if I miss too many days in high school, but I'm super smart. Do I supposed to graduate?
Okay, let me get to you this way. If you always gotta carry a team with no help, do you think you ain't gonna be injured? You got to go out there and drop a lot every night.
I never had to carry a
just
team.
to pull your team. Okay, let me give you an example. You said AI your favorite player.
Yeah.
A lot of people be like, AI had to carry a team.
Pound for pound. That's because of pound for pound. But you know what I'm saying? He had to put more into it.
But did you know that they put all the defensive players around AI? AI team with a #1 defensive player 2 years in a row. He had Mutombo, who got defensive player of the year. AI was more the offense, but that team defense was so crazy that nobody could score on them.
So you trying to make your point that T-Mac didn't have no help?
He didn't even have no defensive help or no offense.
So what is your point? Go ahead and make it. What's your point?
Like, he really ain't start getting injured until he went to the Rockets, but he was done carried a team, Orlando Magic, for all them years that you start breaking down. But think about it, he was getting scoring titles. Like, he was going head to head with Kobe.
To answer your question, do I think he should be in the top 75? I think so, but far as one of the best players,
they got Harden in the top 75.
We got to go all the way back to Wilt Chamberlain and.
But all them in the top 75.
Moses Malone.
All them in the top 75.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Got a lot of people ahead of you.
Look how you gonna put?
You gonna run out of?
How you gonna put Harden and all them in the top 75?
Who?
James Harden in the top 75 with no championships.
Hell yeah, he better than T-Mac.
You crazy? He don't play defense. I could walk past Harden.
Harden changed the game of basketball.
Man, I could walk past Harden.
Now,
play
look,
defense,
look.
Man. T-Mac would destroy
you got to be
Harden.
look. What I mean by better is you changing the culture of the sport, because now you don't know what a walk or travel is no more. Wow, because of who? Because of Harden.
Look, Harden don't play with.
He changed the game of basketball.
Kevin Durant. Who?
Yeah, okay, we were talking about the rap game. Somebody come in and change the rap game forever, and then you'll say, yeah, they're a legend. But when it's basketball, what you can't say, Harden not a legend. You don't even know what's a walk and what's a travel no more. He got people copying his move. They can't do it right.
Said,
that's Harden that did that.
Not Jerry West. Or was it Jerry West? Who were like, they need to start calling these travels and goaltending and all this stuff.
Yeah, but if he don't hold.
So what you think, GS? You think T-Mac? I ain't gonna forget Vince Carter. You think they need to be in the top 75?
Vince should be in it.
Why, when T-Mac was better than Vince?
Athletic ability.
You just said T-Mac couldn't, but
athletic ability. Because the man he played basketball for 50 years.
But T-Mac better than Vince.
He won all the dunk contests, electrifying. He changed the game.
And
T-Mac never changed the game of basketball. T-Mac never changed the game of basketball.
What you mean?
You ever seen somebody with a T-Mac jersey on?
Everybody had T-Mac jersey.
I ain't got one. I ain't never seen nobody with it.
I got one right now. I got two of them things. But look,
you the only one with one.
T-Mac was in that dunk contest too. The greatest dunk contest of all time. T-Mac was in.
GS, say something. Say something.
Bro, I'm just Vince Carter, half man, half amazing.
Yes.
Player. Highlight reel.
Yes.
Does he have any rings?
No.
But he has longevity over his cousin.
He got the longevity.
He has longevity
over.
But
T-Mac got the scoring titles. Had worse team.
No rings.
Yeah, he don't got no ring, but James Harden don't got no rings and play with everybody. And y'all trying to
James Harden he changed the game of basketball.
He make things worse.
He got you doing the move on the court.
Man, I don't do that.
You do the slide. You do the James Harden slide.
I do not.
When you get ready to shoot, you do slide.
I dribble.
And then you do that same slide.
No, I dribble. I don't.
And he got everybody doing it. The whole world. The whole world.
I don't do the step back, walk, travel. I do not.
The man got the whole world. He changed the game of basketball.
No, really, Ginobili the first one to do that.
Just like Steph got everybody shooting threes. James Harden got everybody doing the slide. They're gonna be doing it forever now.
Ginobili.
Name something that T-Mac did where everybody copying
off the backboard. Who the first one do that, GS?
I don't even remember that. What you talking about?
I'm off backboard dunk.
Who the first one to do that?
Man, it had to be somebody from the 60s.
No,
Probably.
We on a podcast. Don't get embarrassed. Like
It had to be somebody from the 60s. Who the first one to do?
No. GS, who the first one to do the off the backboard that everybody do now?
I seen Kobe do it.
Where he get it
It
from?
won't T-Mac.
Who was the first one to do it?
It might have been T-Mac. Don't quote me on that.
Might have
be
been
the first one.
Google it.
Hey, y'all want to make a bet?
If you Google who the first one to
T-Mac
do
the first one to do it in a All-Star game, then he was the first one to do it in a game. That all of a sudden,
I doubt it.
I even could pull up something with Kobe. Was like the first time he saw T-Mac do that, he was like, "Ooh!" And I'm a Laker fan, so Kobe my man too.
Maybe he the first one you seen do it.
He the first.
I doubt that.
You want to put some bets on it?
Cap.
You want to put bets on it?
Cap.
What? So look, check this out.
See, this is a football guy. He don't know a lot about basketball, so I'm trying to school him, but he don't want to listen.
Tracy McGrady's best year was 2002, 2003. 30 points a game. I mean,
this was his second scoring. Well, his first scoring title.
I mean, he was good for his time that he played.
The first one to throw off the backboard where everybody started doing it. Man, Fat, let me try to narrate something for you. So you think Wilt Chamberlain should be top 75, right? Even though he should.
Yeah, he had the most sex.
But think about it. Back then, they ain't had the 3 in the key. All he did was set.
Hold up, man. You trying to say Wilt Chamberlain shouldn't be in the top 75?
Yeah, he probably be in the top 75.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying y'all don't downgrade him for standing in the post with no 3 in the key and goaltending when they ain't had goaltending on that stuff.
You can
on little white boys.
You can't hate.
But he couldn't do nothing with Bill Russell. Bill Russell was like just murdering him.
You can't hate on
Wilt
never
beat Bill Russell.
You can't hate on Wilt Chamberlain.
And Wilt Chamberlain came in there with
How you gonna hate on Wilt?
With Jerry West.
So you hating on Wilt?
Came in there with Jerry West.
I can't believe this.
You can't.
That's why I say eras. Eras different. You got to compare eras. You can't really make. But that's the only thing that made me move Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell down because of the era where the rules was so easy to score for big men. Like the big men just could sit on their goaltend and just dunk on people.
But
everybody else was little white guys trying to guard you.
Man, when I was young, the television used to go off at about 12, 1 o'clock. We only had 3 channels. That ain't my fault. We only had 3 channels. When I was young, you watched cartoons on Saturdays and after school. That ain't my fault. So you saying it's Wilt Chamberlain and them fault because they played in that era back in the day?
Just saying, and it was what, 18?
How can you go in the future? You can't go in the future.
And it was only 18.
You can't go in the future, man, and play.
But y'all got these guys like top 5, top 10.
Wilt was a beast. Man.
Yeah, Wilt was a beast now.
Oh, okay.
But he pointed at him standing in the paint, right?
Yeah, but put him against Shaq.
Shaq
in an era with rules. Yeah, Shaq changed everything.
You know that?
Oh, yeah. Now that we speaking of T-Mac, this bring me, because we were talking about coaches earlier. This bring me to Doc Rivers.
Oh, he coming with.
I do not got Doc Rivers top 10 coach of all time.
Man.
And the main reason I feel that because with T-Mac being my favorite player, when Doc Rivers was T-Mac coach on Orlando Magic, when T-Mac doing all this wonderful things with no help, Tim Duncan was about to come to the Magic. Doc Rivers told him that his family could not fly on the plane. So that made Tim Duncan go back to the Spurs. He killed my boy T-Mac chances of winning a ring. T-Mac probably could be greatest player of all time if it wasn't for he just had bad luck. And then I was like, how y'all put Doc Rivers top 10 when he had T-Mac, Chris Paul, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Rondo, Ray Allen, Blake Griffin, but got 1 ring. And the only reason he got that 1 ring because Rondo was calling all the plays. What y'all feel about that?
I feel I would not talk about the black people that's coaching because, for one, we ain't got enough coaches in the league, and I would not sit here on this national podcast. On this national podcast to downgrade our brothers. Power to the people.
Mark Jackson, man. Why he don't got no job, man? Come on, man. Give my man Mark Jackson a job.
This dude sitting out here talking about the black coach, and we only got like 2 or 3 black coaches in the NBA, and you want
Mark Jackson deserve a job.
You want this? Do you know if the wrong person see this, that man ain't gonna hire the next person that's gonna be a head coach?
Oh yeah, ain't Doc Rivers coaching the 76ers now with Embiid in there and Harden? Yo, boy, Harden is top 75. Let's see how far
I didn't say I was a fan of James Harden. We were talking about James Harden being in the top 75.
He shouldn't be over T-Mac. I don't care what you tell me.
I mean, he should be in the top
T-Mac
75.
I
didn't say I was a James
and Harden
don't
fan. Play defense.
I'm not a James Harden fan, to tell you the truth. But
Curry don't play defense either.
The boy nice though. When
top 75.
I mean, years
Irvin
ago,
don't play
he was
defense
nice.
either. He don't talk 75.
Talk about that, coach. I'm staying out of this coaching conversation. You can go ahead and talk to him about that. I'm staying out of this coaching conversation.
I don't think he's top 10. He's probably top 13, top 15. He's probably top 15. If you look at his stats, he's won 1,000.
Yeah.
1,027 games.
Look at his teams though.
727 losses.
Look at them teams though. I could coach them teams. I probably would have got 2 championships.
But he is over 500.
Yeah, he's over 500.
Look at the team. 1-time
champion, 1-time NBA Coach of the Year, 2-time All-Star Game head coach, and he also played. So I think he's
he better than decent. He better than decent. He got a ring.
I wouldn't get on coach my team, not for all that money he be wanting. Woo.
I mean, you
want all that money, you only got 1 ring. I'm like, yo, you ain't
only got 1 ring, like a ring, like they're handing out rings.
Oh yeah, before the podcast started, my man right here trying to play Phil Jackson.
Ooh. Bro, you can't play Phil Jackson.
He got.
I wasn't trying to play Phil Jackson. I think Phil Jackson is a good coach. I was just making the point that, I mean,
11-time
you got players. He coaching players like that don't need a coach. I could have coached the Bulls.
Jordan needed a coach, man.
I could have coached the Bulls. I could have been the coach and won a championship. So LeBron need a coach.
Would have got you fired.
So you telling So you telling me LeBron need a coach, or can he coach?
LeBron is a GM.
So do you think Michael Jordan needed a coach?
Yeah, he needed a coach.
You think Kobe needed a coach?
Look what Jordan was doing. Yeah, they needed coaches. Look at how
that's all I'm saying. Like, it was easy. All I was saying, Phil Jackson didn't make his players.
Guys on his team.
He had the easiest route because of look who he had.
The easiest route.
Because, I mean, he didn't take the Charlotte Hornets to the championship.
Nobody could win with Jordan until Phil got there.
He did not take the Charlotte Hornets to the championship. He
didn't coach Charlotte Hornets.
Ryman and Jordan and Pippen and
Rodman
and Kobe and come on, man, I could have done that.
You know that ego. You know the way.
If he got championships with the Knicks, okay, I give him that. I give him 2. How many he got with the Knicks? 2.
I think he got 2 championships with the Knicks, right?
I give him them. I give him them. He can get them 2.
Jordan would not have listened to you.
Now, if you want to talk about how he kept the team together and kept them from fussing, and if he did do that,
and that's what coach.
If he did that, I mean, yeah,
you put Doc Rivers there, who got fired.
I was just saying that I think they could have won with a different coach. That's all I'm saying.
They had different coaches and couldn't win.
But they also had a different team, though, right?
You got to think about that, though. When Phil got there.
Yeah, when Phil got
it had Scotty when he don't forget about Scotty.
Yeah, Scotty.
Yeah, don't forget about Scotty.
Mm-hmm.
So Jordan couldn't have won without Scotty.
What you think about that before you get to the Phil Jackson? What you think about Scotty in this book? Let's change the subject real quick while you on Scotty. Since I could tell you feel a certain way about Scotty. How you feel about Scotty lashing out? What he said in the book. How you feel about Scotty not showing up to the
Scotty was LeBron before LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
without Scotty, Jordan couldn't have won none of them championships.
Yeah, you're right.
Jordan was getting crushed before Scotty got there, man. I'm saying.
Scotty played lockdown D too.
Scotty played super lockdown defense. You couldn't get past Scotty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, he just felt played. He felt he didn't get his just due in that documentary that Jordan came out with.
Yeah,
that's all.
Do you think Scotty is better? Do you think Scotty is better?
Bitter,
real bitter, salty.
He might feel a little salty about.
Yeah, he's salty.
Yeah, he might feel a little salty. He didn't feel like he was. I guess he don't feel like he was putting a good light in that documentary.
Yeah, George.
So, do you think that's the reason he didn't show up to the top 75?
He was there.
I ain't seen
Scotty was there.
He did have on a jacket.
Yeah,
I ain't seen
top 75.
I ain't seen him.
But my boy T-Mac.
I didn't see a picture with Scotty in the jacket.
Matter of fact, Scotty and Isaiah Thomas. We're gonna go to Isaiah Thomas. They gave each other 5s.
I don't remember. Are you sure?
Matter of fact, yeah, he gave Isaiah Thomas 5. And everybody was like, oh,
I ain't see Scotty in no top 75.
Like, yeah.
Maybe I just missed it, but I thought he didn't show.
Ray Allen.
I thought he didn't show.
Remember, Ray Allen walked past.
I thought he didn't show up.
Kevin Garnett.
Are you sure he showed up? Because I thought he didn't go.
Remember, Ray Allen walked past Kevin Garnett and gave LeBron a 5.
I saw that part, but I ain't seen nothing about Scotty.
I don't remember Hold up. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe you wrong, because I didn't see Scottie Pippen at the top 75.
I might be wrong.
Did you see a picture? Or you just heard he was there?
But Ray Allen made top 75 and T-Mac didn't.
Ray Allen supposed to make top 75.
Not over T-Mac. T-Mac dust Ray Allen off.
But if you gotta go about rings. Ray Allen got 3 rings.
That don't mean that James Harden is in there. How many rings he got?
But I'm saying he also played a vital part in the winning of those rings.
Who? No, I'm talking about
Ray Allen.
No, I'm talking. I just said James Harden.
Buzzer beaters.
So you can't talk about rings.
Buzzer beaters.
Jesus Shuttleworth, man.
Man, T-Mac dropped 13 in 30 seconds on the top defensive team.
T-Mac was good for 5 seconds.
Nah, you tripping, man.
The man ain't.
It's like Grant Hill. He's got him. Like Grant Hill.
Was a beast.
Was a beast. What happened? Injuries. Jay Williams.
D-Rose.
Beast. Injuries.
T-Mac wasn't even injured like y'all talk about. Y'all just know the big injuries. Like when he with the Rocket. He wasn't getting injured with the Magics like that. When he with his best, he just ain't had nobody around on the help him.
D-Rose was killing him when it came out. Like I thought he was gonna be the next thing to Jordan, next thing to Kobe.
See, D-Rose got an MVP, right?
Yeah.
See, yeah.
I thought he started getting hurt.
Man, y'all still playing. T-Mac got MVP, scoring titles.
Milt does about it good.
Everything. And y'all, come on, man. Y'all.
I'm not hating on T-Mac. No, I could say maybe he should be in the top 75.
Let me look at the top 75.
If I look at all the players
and
in the top 75, I'm pretty sure
T-Mac's
T-Mac's supposed to be in there somewhere. If I look at, I haven't looked at the whole list.
And he could beat 70 of these guys one-on-one.
You just a fan, man.
Yeah.
You just a fan. Ain't nothing wrong with being a fan.
Y'all, now you know that he could beat 70 of these guys one-on-one. Only one probably could beat him one-on-one, probably Kobe and Jordan. Durant is a knockoff T-Mac. He's a slower T-Mac without dribble or high-powered dunk.
Ooh, I done heard it all now. You say what now?
Durant got
what?
You say what now? Say that again. Durant is what?
Durant got what?
McGrady had problems with Durant, dog.
Durant is a T-Mac, but he's slower than T-Mac. He don't got the handles like T-Mac, and he don't got the athleticism like T-Mac.
Man, Durant.
But they basically the same person. Look at this.
KD got it all.
Look, they got Carmelo Anthony in the top 75.
KD got it all.
They got Carmelo Anthony.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. If you gonna put Carmelo in there, is John Starks in there? You might well put John Starks in there.
John Starks got him. I could look at so many people that's in the top 75.
I don't think Carmelo supposed to be in there, but he got longevity though. That count.
Man, longevity.
It's about what you give to
James
the team.
Harden,
What
like
you
I
give
already
to the
said.
NBA. It's kind of like what you giving to the NBA. You giving years and years to the NBA, and plus you starting. You're not coming off.
Did you watch the versus AI versus T-Mac?
Never heard of it.
I heard.
When we get off this, I'm sure.
You can't compare T-Mac to AI.
Why not?
No.
This AI tough competition. He said T-Mac and Kobe was tough competition.
AI's a beast, man.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a.
They got Stockton in there.
You can go to the most.
They
people.
got Russell Westbrook in the top 25.
Yeah, because he missed the triple double though.
Man,
and you can't go off of what he been doing the last 2 years, but he was just missed a triple double. He broke records. Anybody that break records and still hold a record
in this league,
anybody that break records and still hold a record, they gonna be in the top 75. Come on, man, be for real.
T-Mac got records. He ain't in there.
What kind of records he broke?
13 points in 30 seconds.
Getting hurt. Yeah, that's the only thing people know T-Mac. If it won't for that, if it won't for that time, that 13 points in 30 seconds or whatever it is, people probably wouldn't know who T-Mac is.
They didn't even in a game.
I ain't hating on T-Mac because he was nice when he was healthy.
I said Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady should be in there, but you were like Vince Carter should be there because he won a dunk contest. That ain't even in a game.
So you trying to say T-Mac supposed to be held the same as Allen Iverson?
Yeah.
That's what you telling me? That what you saying to me?
Yeah.
Same conversation?
Yeah. Yep.
Allen Iverson was the answer. Question.
If I was to start an all-time team and had to play against somebody, I would have T-Mac starting as my shooting guard. Well, it'll be Jordan. I'll move T-Mac to small forward, actually. Come on, GS. You're not going to have AI as your starter.
I can't believe you said T-Mac is on the same level with Allen Iverson.
I'm going to have T.I. I'm going to have AI.
Starting.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, let's do this. We're going to do.
Why not?
You get 5, I get start 5, and he gets start 5.
I ain't gonna name 5 because I'm gonna forget.
No, I'm talking about starting 5.
I'm gonna forget somebody.
Who will your start 5
I'm gonna want to retract and go back.
Who will your
the more I think about it, because you gotta think about how they gonna work together and all this and that. I mean, it's too. I mean, AI. I had an AI jersey on 2 days ago.
Well, I would have my starting point guard. I'd be Isaiah Thomas, the original one, the Jordan stopper. Then I would have Jordan in my shooting guard. My small forward, I would put T-Mac. My power forward, I'll probably put Bartley. He good on inside, outside. My center would be, what power forward you going to put over Bartley?
I'd rather have KG somebody.
Bartley. My center, KG2. My center.
KG2 what?
The center was hard. It'd be, but I'll probably get Hakeem the Dream.
Give me Sean Kemp.
Everybody get everybody up.
For power forward, give me Sean Kemp. I'll take Sean Kemp.
The fat Sean Kemp.
The one that's
when they gave him the T-Mac.
The one that's hollering. When they dunk.
When they gave that fat Sean Kemp to T-Mac, T-Mac got screwed all the way around. They wouldn't give him nobody.
The best year, Sean Kemp. You know what? Yeah.
You can't shoot though. My boy Bartley would have.
I mean, I like.
He would have had just dunk.
I like Sean Kemp.
My boy Bartley would got.
So you rather have Sean Kemp or Karl Malone? I mean, you rather have him over Karl Malone?
No, I rather have Karl Malone over Sean Kemp.
And then who did you pick?
I put Charles Bartley though.
You rather, yeah, that's what I mean.
I'd rather have him
Karl Malone. You rather have Bartley over
because of the team
over Karl Malone over the mailman
because of the team that I build. Because Charles gonna play better defense.
He
can play defense on the point guard, shooting guard, small forward.
Ain't no way in the hell I take Bartley over Karl Malone.
Karl Malone, what Scottie Pippen say?
I don't like Karl Malone.
The mailman don't deliver on Sunday.
I don't.
Bartley gonna make his free throw.
I don't like Karl Malone the person because I seen these documentaries and how he treat people and his kids.
He loved the man.
Yeah, I don't like the person, but the player on the
Karl Malone a beast.
Yeah, I mean I'll take him Oh,
but I want Charles Barkley because what I need him for. I want all the rebounds.
All right.
It's like having a Dennis Rodman that could do more stuff. Really,
I understand, but I'm gonna pick Timmy.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh, that's what. Okay,
Tim Duncan.
Okay, that's what else I'm going to. That's something else I'm thinking about when y'all were talking about.
That's why I didn't want to name people because it's always somebody out there.
That's something else I was thinking about that I wanted to say earlier when y'all talking about like the top players. So y'all got Tim Duncan. How high you got him?
High as hell.
But
Tim
never had.
He about to hate on Tim Duncan.
No, I like Tim Duncan, but he never had. He always had it easy his whole career.
Cap.
He had it easy. What you mean, Cap?
What you mean?
He came in right under David Robinson Wayne and then always had a good team. He always had a good coach and a good team. He never had to go through anything.
Cap.
Tim never had to go through any diversity. None. Him and Kobe got the same amount of rings. Kobe had to go through that
adversity.
Yeah. But anyway, he had never go through nothing.
Diversity.
I said diverse. I said diversity.
The Spurs had to go against the Lakers. What you talking about with Shaq?
Yeah, but look who won Tim Duncan team.
And you just said Shaq was a beast.
Tim didn't never had go. But when Kobe lost Shaq and had to deal with what he had to deal with, Tim never had to do that. He always had a good team. He never had to go through anything.
I don't think you can hate on Tim.
Name 1 year where Tim actually had to go through some problems.
My memory ain't that good.
And not had to actually. Tim could sit on the bench and still win championships.
Cap.
Tim was nice.
I didn't say Tim wasn't nice, but think about it. What did Tim ever had to go through? Even Jordan had to go through where he didn't have teammates. LeBron had to go through, not really LeBron, but mad players had to go through where they didn't really have teammates. Tim never had to deal with no situation. He had to deal with anything.
Cap.
That's not Tim's. Even if he did or he did, that's not Tim.
Except when he was about to go to the Magic when Doc Rivers messed it up, like I said earlier.
And that's not Tim's problem. That's the organization that drafted him.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But Tim just had an easy route his whole career.
He just made it look easy.
How you make it look easy here, everybody? You had Pop your whole career. You had David Robinson brought you on, and Wayne told you how to like really play, because he originally was a power forward. And when Tim came, it wasn't really no power forwards to go against, except Kevin Garnett. Then they moved him to center when it wasn't no centers left in the NBA.
First he hated on Wilt. Now he hating on Tim Duncan.
Duncan didn't have to go through no centers when he became a center. What centers was there when Tim Duncan became center?
Damn.
You had Shaq, that's all.
Damn.
Who else? You had Ben Wallace, who was a power forward that was playing center. And he won the East. Who did Tim have to go through? How much work did Tim actually have to do?
Shaq, Yao Ming was still there. Arvydas Sabonis. You want me to keep going?
Man, nobody care about no Sabonis. And Yao Ming was injured.
It was still guys there, man.
Shaq. And Shaq was getting old. Who else?
It was still centers there, man.
But people be playing Kobe and T-Mac. And look who they had to play every year.
How can you hate on Tim Duncan though?
T-Mac had to play somebody hard every time he played. He had a high power guard.
He ain't deserved.
Had a guard.
He ain't deserved them rings then.
And Kobe, they keep Kobe off top 5 players of all time. When he was on all defensive team and getting scoring titles at the same time. Him and Jordan is the only one to ever do that. And Kobe had to play somebody high power every time. They'd be like, Shaq carried Kobe. But Shaq didn't even get off until the finals. Kobe carried the season. Shaq got off at the finals because they made an Eastern team where it wasn't no center to guard Shaq. That's when Shaq started getting off, and Shaq would get finals MVP because it wasn't no center that could handle Shaq once they made it to the final. Kobe had to freaking go against somebody hard every night. It wasn't no teams that didn't have no hard shooting guard or no hard point guard, no guards on their team that Kobe didn't have to go hard against.
So who we talking about, Kobe or Tim Duncan?
I'm talking about everybody. No, I'm talking about how easy it was. Like Tim ain't had no problem with that. And he was good. He could just cruise.
He made it look easy, man.
Yeah, you make it look easy too. You ain't had nobody to go against.
Big fundamental.
Yeah,
but I'm
gonna
go Kareem for center, man.
Okay, I said Hakeem. You said Kareem.
I said Kareem. You couldn't stop the skyhook.
Yeah, you could.
That revolutionized the game. Plus, Kareem came from UCLA, man.
Yeah, and he was hell at UCLA.
Hell, they wouldn't even let him dunk.
But he came in a good era too, and he had Mr. Triple Double. Remember the original Mr. Triple Double?
Big O.
Then he went to Magic Johnson.
So yeah, he played for the Bucks first. Yeah, with Big.
He had good too. He had a little easy run too.
Captain.
But he held though. He held better than Tim Duncan, man. Tim Duncan, man, it's easy. Man.
Better than Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan had it
just
easy.
Nobody couldn't stop the man. Just say they ain't got nobody in the whole NBA that could stop him. Just say nobody could stop the man.
You couldn't double him.
You keep saying he had it easy.
You couldn't double Tim Duncan because his team was so crazy.
We talking about professionals.
Yeah, they couldn't even double Tim Duncan because the team was so crazy. All the teams he had.
You trying to say
Ginobili, Parker,
you trying
David
to say
Robinson,
that we talking about the NBA professionals.
You can't stop Tim Duncan.
You just gonna stop the man. That's just they couldn't stop him.
Who couldn't stop him?
That don't mean he had it easy because they couldn't stop him.
Who couldn't stop him?
The whole
Matt
NBA.
Geiger.
The whole NBA.
He was going against Matt Geiger all the time.
They professionals. They are professionals.
They are professionals.
No, Tim Duncan a beast. I ain't saying he ain't a beast.
There we go. Now we're getting somewhere.
He been a beast, but I'm saying how y'all gonna say something about one person, but then a person that had it easy.
If I sit here and say T-Mac was
you
good
just said
and he's supposed to be in the top 75, then you agree with everything else I said.
Cause you trying to say T-Mac ain't supposed to be in the top 75.
If I agree with you on this T-Mac thing, then you agree with me.
You said Westbrook and Harden is over T-Mac.
I did not say nothing about no Russell Westbrook. I said he in there because he broke records. He hold records. That's what I said about him.
T-Mac got records too. That's crazy.
I mean, what kind of records?
And then Westbrook playing an era was easy score. They even changed the rules.
I don't like Westbrook, but he got a record. He got records. So I mean,
Come on, man.
That's why he in there. I'm just justifying why they got.
Everybody know T-Mac will be there. Everybody.
I mean, I could say I would think that he would be. I haven't looked at it, but since you say he's not in there, I'm like, wow. I would thought he would be in there because he's like famous. He is famous, like for playing basketball. So I would think the more famous you are, then you will be in the top 75. Obviously, the voters don't see it that way. And I'm sure they had
everybody mad about it.
And I'm sure they had their reasons for not seeing it that way. They must go on something else.
They don't got Chris Webber in the top 75. Well, he should be there. All just because of popularity.
Chris Webber. Should he be there?
Chris Webber should be there. They don't got Dwight Howard in there, but they got Westbrook.
Dwight Howard ain't broke no records. Westbrook.
Dwight Howard getting defensive player. Man, Westbrook ain't.
He ain't nothing now because for one, your favorite team is the Lakers. For two, he play on the Lakers. For three, you think he's the reason why y'all are bad. The Lakers are bad right now. That's why you hating on Russell Westbrook.
I'm not hating on him.
If y'all were winning more games or y'all number one and number two and number three.
All he care about is stats.
If y'all were going to make the playoffs, then you wouldn't be hating on Russell Westbrook. But now you think he's the problem why the Lakers is
I don't got
so
Robert
bad.
Horry in the top 75. How many rings he got?
If Russell Westbrook were taking y'all to the championship, then you wouldn't be hating on him so much.
No,
I understand why you feel
him play with everybody.
If that was my favorite team, the Lakers were my favorite team, and I think he part of the reason why they doing so bad. I wouldn't like him either.
I seen him play with everybody I seen him play with, and I know he's not. He shouldn't be in top 75.
I wouldn't like him either if I were you. I'd be saying he trash too. Trash. Now,
Ja Morant.
But he hasn't always been trash.
Okay, who y'all think MVP gonna be?
For what? Basketball?
That's why Durant left.
Basketball?
Yeah.
It's hard to say, man. You got Luka. You got Ja.
I'm liking DeRozan too now.
You still, you got him. You still got people out there like KD. You got a lot of people out there.
Tatum.
Yeah, you got a lot of people out there. Not a lot, but
who y'all think?
How about Jokic?
I don't think Jokic.
How about Embiid? Embiid, you got to throw Embiid in there.
Ain't they on a losing streak? They been winning.
Who? Embiid.
76ers.
You got to throw Embiid in there.
They been winning. I've been missing games. I know they got Doc Rivers coaching, so they probably start to lose now.
You got to throw Embiid in there. It's a lot of people you can name.
But the thing about him and Harden are playing better together. Why?
Yeah,
because Harden opens the floor,
and that's what I always said. Harden need a big man.
He opens the floor for everybody else, so everybody can maneuver and do their thing and get their shots off and do what they need to do. Simmons, he couldn't shoot threes. He might not even try to attempt a 3 a game. He would always come inside, shoot a 10-footer, shoot a 15-footer. Nothing wrong with that. But that style of play is maybe on like in the 90s. You know what I mean? Now it's all about shooting threes, running gun, spacing, playing defense, getting back on defense. And it just is what it is. You got stretch fives now. The game Simmons has is played out, man. That 10-footer, 15-foot shot from a point guard, that's not how we doing it no more.
Yeah, so Steph Curry kind of changed the game. The Splash Brothers.
You could say Steph and Harden. Like
a lot of people.
You don't know what a travel is no more.
Yeah. So they should be in the top 75. What did T-Mac change?
Did he change something?
Everybody doing his plays.
What did he change?
And I still put him one-on-one against both of them that you just said. Okay, he gonna guard them, boy. And he long too.
Yeah, but he gonna need some Bengay, a wheelchair. You got to get him there.
In the prime.
You got to give him some crutches to get out of the car.
That's a Kawhi Leonard.
He gonna need a cane to get out of the car.
He's a Kawhi Leonard, Scottie Pippen, Kevin Durant mix.
He was a beast when he was
Kobe
playing.
Too,
for the 2 minutes he did play, he was a beast. So was D-Rose.
You counting them last few years.
So you think D-Rose supposed to be in top 75?
Killed D-Rose, man. You talking about the last few years?
Yeah,
man.
Because when you get hurt, that's how
Anti-Mac can shoot
change
way
up.
better than D-Rose.
Everybody thought D-Rose was the next man up until they started getting hurt. Same way they felt about
him and John.
And they felt the same way about T-Mac. T-Mac is just an earlier version of D-Rose.
T-Mac didn't have no teammates. He finally got Yao Ming, and both of them were injured all the time.
Hold up. You talking about the same T-Mac that played in Toronto with his cousin Vince Carter? Come on, man.
They didn't even start T-Mac.
Oh yeah, you right though, because that was
talking about when T-Mac and his coach didn't get along
because he wasn't good enough.
Man, that dude was.
So
T-Mac and his coach
ain't coming off the bench.
T-Mac and his coach ain't get. Kobe was coming off the bench too, and he ain't good enough.
He proved himself.
Man, come on, man. You ain't get out of here. You know how many people was coming off the bench?
He proved himself.
Kobe and T-Mac made it possible for people to bring in high school players. They wasn't starting high school players back then. They made it possible when Kobe and T-Mac and them, when people saw how good high school players were, they started starting high. That's what made it possible for LeBron to be able to start and stuff like that.
So he supposed to be in the top 75 because he came out of high school. Because he paid away. Because he paid away for players to come out of high school.
He paid away for a lot of stuff.
That's something you could say he did.
It's a lot of stuff he did.
Use that argument next time. Use that argument. Say, hey, he came out of high school. He paid away for players to come out of high school. Yeah,
hey, I want everybody to go look at the verses.
That's the only thing you got. I mean, he was a good ball player, man. I ain't hating.
I want everybody to look at the go to the verses and look at the AI versus T-Mac verses.
But he didn't play long enough, man. That's why people don't know who the hell you talking about.
Why he ain't played long? How many years T-Mac played? Who's somebody long?
Okay, he was coming off the bench. That's why you didn't know him at first. And then when he started starting, he that was cut short because of injuries. Keep it real, man. Don't nobody
start getting y'all act like he was just injured all the time.
If you go to these young people now and you say, you remember T-Mac? They be like, oh, you Tracy McGrady, man.
They know him.
What the hell you talking about? We don't know no damn T-Mac.
Allen Iverson is. I got those.
Yeah, they gonna know. Yeah, that's the difference, man. That's the difference.
T-Mac played 16 years.
He played 16 years.
Damn, how long he was on the bench then? 10?
He was on the bench that little bit with damn Toronto.
I thought he played like 5 or 6.
I think he played like 9. 10.
Man, he should be. Y'all
if he played 16 years, he definitely should not be in no top 75 now.
Y'all stunting now.
I agree with the NBA now. Hell no.
Y'all.
He played.
Hell no.
He played 16 and didn't win the chip. He didn't win.
He couldn't. He ain't had no damn teammates. How you gonna win the chip without no second? He never had a second player on his team except one time with Yao Ming, and then they both were injured.
Hell no.
Oh, shout out T-Mac, his wife from Greenville, North Carolina, too. Forgot all about that.
Yeah, shout out to T-Mac, but it's what players that's better than
7-time NBA All-Star,
more valuable,
2-time NBA first team,
because you know
second team, 2-time NBA scoring championship, NBA most improved when he left Toronto. Come on, man. McDonald All-American. Come on, man.
He was a beast, man. He was a beast. I'm saying it. He was a beast. But is he
Olympic gold medalist? Forgot to say that.
I mean, give it to him. I mean, I ain't got
dropped 13 points in 30 seconds.
It's just the years, man. I don't
13 points in 30
I don't remember him being a game changer when it comes to that game of basketball.
Well, you must ain't watch AI when he was lighting AI tail.
Maybe when he played certain games or like when he was a scoring champion.
He always played every game.
As far as he's gone now, and you remember him for changing the way the sport was played, I don't know him for that.
Everybody for that. Off the backboard. First one to do it.
I don't know him for changing the
first one to do it.
Of basketball.
So first time you saw off the backboard, who you thought done it?
Somebody from the 60s.
Man, that's one.
Like I said,
somebody in the backyard. Somebody in the backyard on the dirt court did that first. I'm sure it wasn't him.
Come on, man. You tripping.
Kobe do it.
Yeah.
Kobe got it from T-Mac. Kobe even said, y'all is tripping, man. What is y'all talking about?
So
we ain't gonna sit here.
If you gonna say that, like he the first one that did.
Everybody knows it.
Boy. Who did? You might as well say who dunked back was first.
Y'all NFL guys, so I can understand.
All right, next subject. We can keep going. What we got next?
What we got next? We're gonna talk about.
We're gonna talk about the Brittany that got locked up in Russia. How you feel about that situation? Yeah, the WNBA player,
Brittany Grinder.
Yeah, the one that got caught with some CBD oil or something.
Over there turning up.
He could have left her there and came home and got the same thing.
So what do you think the U.S. need to do about that? Do you feel that if she was an NBA player, that it would be headlining news? Do you think the president would be more involved? Do you feel like because she's a woman, she getting thrown to the wolves a little bit? Or it's not being mentioned as much as it would be if it was an NBA player? Because you know when my man stole them watches in the Gucci store in another country in China, he got locked up. The college players, Donald Trump. Yeah, the ball brother. Donald Trump got him back home ASAP. He was on it. Do you feel like Biden?
Well, she done it at the wrong time. We beefing with Russia.
Yeah,
the wrong time. And that stuff is illegal in Russia. Like, it's drugs completely illegal over there in Russia. So that kind of, and she should have been back. She over there playing around. Because the season was over for her. She was playing for Russia.
Do you feel like her sexual preference has anything to do with Russia's decision?
I know what you about to get around, bro. I think her being probably a woman, yeah, might have something to do with it, but I think she did it at the wrong time. I mean, the president has everything to worry about with Russia and trying to help Ukraine, and we're worried about China helping Ukraine, helping Russia. There's so many things going on that she might have to sit out for a little while. She might have to kick back for a little while. Too much going on.
So she did it at the wrong time. Well, it's no negotiations with Russia right now, so that's out the question.
Yeah, she picked the worst time.
The worst time possible.
First time.
So you don't think it has nothing to do with anything else besides what we going through with the Ukraine situation and Russia? We no peace talks. Putin considering the terror, the sanctions, just like war, like the United States declaring war on this country. He treating the sanctions as a form of war. So he ain't even trying to hear what Biden talking about. So it's over for
her. Yeah. She's gonna have to kick back and wait till everything play out. She picked the wrong time.
Yeah. Do you think she really has something illegal, or do you think they capping on her? Because she's an American.
Over there in Russia.
Do you think she really has some illegal substances, or do you think they capping on her because we beefing?
No, it's real.
And they looking at it like, hey, we got a prisoner. We got a prisoner. She would have
been like, no, that ain't real. You see, she ain't.
But you got. It's been plenty of times over here in the U.S. Somebody say, oh, this a white powdery substance. It ain't coke, but they lock your ass up still till you go to court or whatever.
What kind of oil she gonna take that from?
They trying.
She has. She has.
They trying to use her as a
pawn. She
messed
up though. She should have left 2 months ago when the season was over.
They using her for leverage.
Stayed over there playing around.
Leverage of some sort. Maybe hopefully work out a deal with the president and NATO here. But you know, we don't make deals with terrorists. And right now, Putin looking like a terrorist.
Yeah. He's suspect. He definitely suspect.
They're bombing children's hospitals, non-military sites.
Yeah, he looking like he committing war crimes. Yeah,
war crimes, man. She might just be collateral damage due to the situation. It's too much heat.
Yeah, definitely. Picked the wrong time.
She should have knew better than what she done. That was you already over there because she could have came back, but then you're gonna try to come back with that mess.
You try to come back during the war
with because
CBD, but it's CBD, right? Is it weed? Is it THC or is it CBD?
The THC,
or is it hashish oil?
They had the good stuff. Matter of fact, let's look.
What is it? Is it CBD, THC, or hashish oil? Because I done heard like 3 different things it could be.
Whatever it was, she could have left it there.
That right. I would have left it there.
So was she coming from there or was she going into there? She was trying to board the plane, or was she getting off the plane?
Hashish oil.
Hashish oil.
Oh, what the hell is that?
I think she was trying to come back to the U.S.
What's it? Like, I don't do drugs, so I don't know.
It's like a form of getting high, like something like some reefer, but it's like oil, like THC oil in a way. Something to get you high. That's illegal. It's probably illegal here in certain states too.
It's straight illegal there. You know, they got the no fucking.
Well, we're gonna pray for her. We're gonna keep her in our prayers. I am gonna keep her in my prayers. I hope she makes it back safely. Shout out to Brittany.
Grinder.
Yeah, if you can hear me right now, I'm praying for you.
Grinding.
But damn, you picked the wrong time to make that move. But we all make mistakes, and I hope she gets it over with. Someone goes to court and they find her not guilty or whatever it is, because it's definitely, maybe they'll give her time served, or maybe the president can work in a trade since we've been talking about sports.
We're seeing Kanye over there for.
Yeah, nah, we keeping Kanye. We need Kanye over here. We're seeing Kim.
We're Skeet ain't going for that.
We're seeing Kim and Skeet get Britney back.
I mess with Skeet, man. Saturday Night Live, that's my joint.
Nah, bro, you go.
Hey, we're on sports, but I want to go into some other stuff now. But no, we'll probably say that for another podcast.
Man, we gotta wrap it up.
Hey, but the Gemini Coalition do not support what Kanye got going on right now. Gemini.
Man, come on, man. We gotta keep Kanye. It's not that many billionaires in the United States that look like us. So we gotta keep Kanye. Regardless of how you feel about Kanye, it's gonna come a time where he's gonna give a lot of us jobs. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna look out for us in the end.
We all know
this man trying to free Larry Hoover, man. That's big, yeah. Come on, man. Yeah. You look at it like he clowning certain people, but the man doing stuff.
Hey, we saving this for the next podcast.
Oh, okay.
We can't give him everything.
We can't give him everything. But shout out to Kanye. Hey, Kanye,
Yeezy.
I'm behind you all the way, Kanye. Some of that you be doing, I ain't with, but you'll tighten up after a while. That I ain't with that. Make that head, that MAGA head, and certain stuff I ain't with. But you know, he'll get it right, man. Maybe he got a plan. Maybe he did all that to get somewhere. They say the man is a genius, so maybe he did all that to get somewhere.
Yeah, Gemini, man. We all geniuses, man. Gemini season, baby.
He do some stupid shit, though.
Gemini,
do some stupid stuff at times.
Pop, Biggie, we got Prince, we got Kanye. You know, Gemini's, man.
I'm a genius, man.
Just nice, man.
And I think Joe Biden effing up the country. Somebody got to say it.
Yeah.
Somebody black got to say it.
Yeah.
Because all the black people went out and voted
Obama
for.
back.
Everybody went out and voted for Joe Biden. And
that's only because of Trump, man. Trump made it so anybody.
Joe Biden is destroying this country. We're gonna say that for the next podcast. Somebody got to say it.
I got my red, white, and blue.
Hey, don't nobody want to say it though. Don't nobody black want to say it. Why? Because we all went out and voted for him. But he effing up the country.
It's Trump's fault though.
Can we curse on this? I ain't gonna curse. I'm gonna say
the Republicans would have had a better candidate to put in. Then they could have won easily. But Trump was just going.
The man had to defend the championship. So he was holding the belt. Trump had the belt.
We're just gonna screw everything.
Man, they had it.
Coronavirus is not real.
He said global warming won't real. He said global warming won't real either.
What did he say? Drink Lysol. You'll be good.
Drink Clorox. You gotta drink the Clorox.
But and just season it like you like it. Put sugar in it. Got no black people
shoot it in your vein. He said put it in a needle and shoot it in yourself.
Word.
But look, I ain't hating on the man, but
that's what
Joe
Biden in there.
He messing the country up.
Hey, what happened to the vice president? I ain't saying her since
the first day. Her husband got COVID.
Saying she don't talk enough. I ain't saying her.
She was up there when he sent that $800 million over there to the Ukraine. I ain't hating on the $800 million.
Oh, that's when she was up there.
Yeah, she was right behind him. But
I ain't heard her talk.
Shut up, bitch. The man do a lot of good stuff too. And he trying to do stuff for black people. He putting people in the Supreme Court and stuff like that. He doing some good stuff now. Not everything he doing is bad, but the country as a whole and how it feels every day when you go outside. Everything is high. Food going up, gas going up. Everybody riding the bus overpacked because don't nobody want to drive because the gas. I mean, it's just a different feeling. When Trump was in there, you had to watch your back. I mean, it's a different feeling. It was a bad feeling.
They're trying to start a race war in that joint.
Yeah, it was a different feeling. It was a bad feeling, but this is a different bad feeling. So I mean, he's doing some good things too. I'm not gonna say everything's bad, but he's still effing it up. Can we get a president that know what the hell he's doing?
Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna get a president that know what he's doing.
I mean, come on, man.
And then when they make good decisions,
somebody needs to say
vote against them, so they can't get that to go through. So
look like everybody like Barack, but
Kanye said George Bush don't like black people, and I'm saying Joe Biden effing his country up. Somebody need to say it. God,
everybody screwed up. Bring back Clinton. Bring back Clinton. Clinton didn't give a.
Everybody got their ups and downs. Like
Clinton just want to get some face, and he was
sending people to prison for sending all these people to prison for doing all this, selling drugs, selling crack. Joe Biden had something to do with it. Clinton had something to do with it. Hillary had something to do with it. Everybody got some bad with them, but damn, the gas high. The gas high as hell. And the food high. Deodorant went up.
crazy.
Everything high. The man say raise minimum wage and all this and that. What happened to him for giving the student loans and all this and that? When he gonna do all the man? This man giving all the money away.
Taxes back. That's some bull.
Yeah, you gonna pay it.
And I pay more taxes.
You gotta pay for that.
I get extra tax taken out my check. Back. That's some bull.
Where you think the 800 million coming from?
Now I gotta pay for this war.
Yeah, you gotta pay for that. But shout out to Ukraine, man. We praying for y'all and everything. Yeah. Everybody in the Ukraine. I think that's a terrible thing. I don't care if you got to send $1 trillion more over there. Hey man, we gotta save them kids, them innocent people in the Ukraine, man. Yeah. That's first and foremost.
All right, G, it's nice having you on the show. We're going over our time. So
yeah, man. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Everybody out there, stay tuned. Keep subscribing. We're gonna do big things for y'all.
Yeah, make sure you like, comment, and share this podcast, man. We're gonna have some more for y'all. Next time we're gonna just talk about more politics and more stuff that's going on in the world, not just sports.
Figure out what y'all want to hear, and y'all comment and let us know about things y'all would like to be talked about, so that we could just keep y'all interested. And we're for the people. We're all for y'all.
Like and share. Comment.
Yeah, you know it.
It's your boy.
We out. Drop that beat, son. Woo.
Peace out. Get them likes up. Yeah, I think that was good. It's still counting.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, I guess I wrap.